Today's edition of What's Wrong with the Truck Now. I think this is like part 4, 3, I can't remember. But, so several things. So I had the O2 sensors sending me signals, so I changed that. Then I changed the map sensor, changed that. I cleaned up the mass flow sensor, cleaned the air cleaner, got that all cleaned out, still throwing a code. And then I come around with the temperature gauge while I was idling and checked the exhaust manifold. And as I checked the manifold on the passenger side, I noticed that the front cylinder, the temperature difference, it's not firing. So I came around to the driver's side. Same thing, but opposite end is the rear cylinder is not firing, or it has no temperature on it. It was like 100 degrees different. So reached out to some friends, and one of them says, oh, it's the plug wires. So I tested the plug wires, or I put a tester on it, and it showed there was spark going through it. And I thought, well, okay, maybe it's not enough spark. So I did swap the wires, and I'm still having the same problem. So what I'm gonna do is I'm put you on time lapse, and I'm going to pull the injectors out, and then we're going to test those, because I think that's really where the problem is. I think the injectors are plugged, and so we'll pull those, test those, and then I'll pull them, and then I'll bring y'all back. I got fuel rails out, and everything's disconnected. But as I was when I was taking it out, I saw something. So I'm gonna go outside and I'm trying to get a container, so a clean container, so y'all can see what was coming out. I saw brown crap coming out of the. It wasn't gas, just straight gas coming out. There was some brown stuff coming out, looked like some burnt cooking oil. So I'm gonna get that set up, and we'll bring it right back. I can tell you, it smells bad. It shouldn't smell bad. I don't know why it smells bad, but we're gonna see what we can get out of this thing. I can tell you, this back injector back here was, something was pouring out some brown doo-doo. So I'm gonna pop this back injector off. Let's see what we got. You can get screwdrivers and get the clips. All right. Pew! There's one clip. Let's get this one off. This one I think is not firing. And this one I also saw the brown crap coming out of. I see some funk on the tip of it. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up. I'll see if I can do this. Come on, focus. That's got some funk on it. That's the first one. So this is the number one problem child. And the other one's on the other side, so I wanna test those two first. And since I think those are my problem childs. I mean, we're gonna clean them all, but I can tell you there's some funk down there in that jug. I wonder if I can hit it with a little, let me give it a squirt. Let's see if we can clean some of that out before we get any further. Let me get this other side one on the front off, because I think it's the other one. It's got some funk on it. I can tell you too, whenever I took that fuel rail off inside, that it smelled like old gas cans. Old gas, how about that? Old gas. Yes, nasty. Nasty. So I'm gonna leave this here, and this one's not as bad. I'm not gonna wipe it off too much, which you'll see. So I want to mark these two somehow. I'm gonna put some color on them. So I know which two I think are the problem childs. Go ahead and pull all the rest of these off. Let me show you what's in this thing. Let me show you what's in here. It's gonna be hard to see. I get my hands out of it. I don't know if you can see it or not, but there is some funk down in the bottom of that. I mean, there's chunks. Let's see if I can get this thing to go the right way. I may have to just grab the camera. Let me grab the camera. Show y'all. I don't know, the sun, the glare is in my eyes, but might be able to see the chunks floating around in there. So I got a fuel filter. It's definitely going on. I don't have to keep repeating this kind of stuff. All right, I'm gonna pull the rest off, and then we'll get to trying out the tester. All right, I basically got some stuff to clean these injectors. Order this kit off of, just say, the Smiley Face store. And see what else got. These are the actual adapters that you plug into your injectors. I don't know, I think maybe they mispackaged it, or I can do multiples at the same time. This is the box. So it has the modes on it. You have to figure this out because there's nothing attached. That's for those are the injector wires, and this is for the power wire. I haven't tried this thing. I don't even know if it works. It might be maybe a dry run. Power powers up before I do anything else. And this is a great battery too. It's like class of February 23. Not too bad. Let's see what we got. Oh, we got power. So it's got different modes. I think that's just basically the pulse fires. And you got the pulse button that actually starts it. So let's plug one on and see what happens. I'll plug in one of the gooder ones. Make sure I'm doing it right. No, red's going to go to one side. Oh no, it does not say. It does say turn off car's engine. So you can test it while it's still in the vehicle without having to pull it off. I don't know how much fun. Maybe some other cars can do that, but. All right, so it does have a reverse connection protection. So in case it's backwards, it won't work. All right. 7's long pulse mode, and 8 is continuous high power mode. And that's the instructions. Thanks for playing. All right, let's see which one of these got filled on these injectors. I feel like some of these are some of them are duplicate. That way you can do 2 at a time. There's some Teflon tape. I don't know why we need some Teflon tape. I guess in case you need a filler for one of these. So honestly, this is probably the bigger one. Nope. Nope. Maybe. Nope. Nope. Well, come with some. I do see some extra O-rings in this one. I'm pretty sure the O-ring, so you can put it on the bottle. I'm gonna show you. What's this? It's got a size on it, but I can't see it. 12. It's number 12. And this one's number 10B. Nope. Nope. One of them's threaded. I don't think there's anything threaded. This is 13 and a half. Ooh, that might be our number right there. Yeah, I like that. 13 and a half seems to be the number. See how many of them we got now. 2, 11, 14. Huh. Well, you only get one size. Oh, I guess we're testing one at a time. So I'm gonna hook it up. Yeah, there's another thing. You gotta make sure you got the right. They don't come out as a pair, so you just guess that you get the right ones. They're not labeled. Perfect. All right, let's just give it a test, see what happens, see if it works. Oh yeah, she's a spitter. Spitting out. All right. Now what I'm gonna do is move this up. I'm gonna get this out of the way. We're gonna do some squirting in this bucket, see what comes out. This bucket's still dirty. I guess I should dump it. There was some chunks that came out of it, but it seems to be spraying. I'm just gonna keep doing it. Trusty helper. Man, what do you think? On the board? Yeah. All right, the injector's been clean. I swapped them where they were in the rotation just because I probably made a mistake there because of the tune that's in it, whatever. You know, they say it's pretty sensitive, but we'll see. I was going to move the coils around. Somebody told me to do that just to see if the coils would act different. But the coils were firing. I think we may have fixed it. If it's not fixed, I'll swap the coils around and we'll see what happens. So I'll put you on time lapse, throw this back together, turn music on, get it together, and then we're gonna see what happens. Stick around.
If you ever hear hold my beer, watch this. Something's about to happen that you don't want to miss. Cause when I get to drinking and I mix it with a little bit of thinking, say hold my beer, watch this.
Where it's gonna be, it's either gonna work or it's not. So I think I got everything hooked back up. I'm kind of worried because I put that new fuel line on there, and fuel filter. It's that new fuel line right there on the right. New fuel lines on there. I did put a new fuel filter up underneath here, and I'm not gonna roll underneath there to show you what I am. Gonna cycle the key a couple of times. And we are going to look for some fuel. So let me get some lights going. I'll put one under the back. I don't think those are going to leak. I don't think the injectors are going to leak. And I'm going to put a light back here underneath the back so we can see if there's any fuel leaking back here. Boop. There's some residual from me making a mess, but we'll see. All right. This is what I'm worried about. Let's see what's going to happen. Cycle 1. No leak. I'm going to cycle it a couple times. We'll see what happens. Oh, I guess I need to check underneath. Any gas? No gas. Let's check up here. The fuel pump stops. I don't see any leaks. All right. Let's cycle it one more time. Get one more time for good measures. I should have lots of pressure in it now. See anything? I forgot we had to fill up that fuel filter. Any gas? No gas. We're winning. We are winning. I don't see any gas leaking. I don't see any gas leaking. Let's see if she'll crank up. One more thing I'm gonna do is, where's my temp gun? I need to make sure I got my temp gun so when this thing fires off. What did I do with it? It was here. Let me find it. There it is. Temp gun. Let's just do this now. Where are we at? 60. 60 across the board. All right, let's fire it up. Hopefully that light goes off. That'd be nice. Not happy. Turn it off. Everything's connected. I did make a mistake. I started it up and it sounded a little odd. I was worried. All these cylinders are firing. I went to that side. None of those were firing. I forgot to hook up any of the injectors. So, instead of 4 cylinders, let's run on all 8. Let's try it again. I should have a check engine light on, but we'll see. Maybe. All right, we're gonna try it again. Let's fire it up and I check the temperature across the board. 160, 158 back here in the back. And it says 155. I mean, they're pretty close. 160, almost 160. Let's fire it up, see. But please, no check engine. All right, beans running. No fuel leaks. Seems to be everything's okay, but I still keep getting that map sensor light. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna go find a tuner and let him dig at it for a while. New lines, still no leaks, nothing. So pretty happy with that in itself. But well, I think that will wrap it up for this one. So thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and thanks for watching.